Certainly. Here are several Bible verses that emphasize Jesus being with the Father before creation, highlighting his divine nature and eternal existence. 1. John 1:1-3, ESV. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Meaning, Jesus, referred to as the Word, existed with God before creation and was actively involved in it. 2. John 17:5, ESV. And now, Father, glorify me in your own presence with the glory that I had with you before the world existed. Meaning, Jesus prays to the Father, referring to the glory they shared before creation, affirming his pre-existence and divinity. 3 Colossians 1:16-17, ESV. For by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. Meaning Jesus is the agent of creation and exists before all things, sustaining all of creation. 4. Hebrews 1:2-3, ESV. But in these last days he has spoken to us by his Son, whom he appointed the heir of all things, through whom also he created the world. He is the radiance of the glory of God and the exact imprint of his nature, and he upholds the universe by the word of his power. Meaning, Jesus is described as the one through whom God created the world and who shares God's exact nature. 5. Proverbs 8:22-30, ESV. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his work, the first of his acts of old. Ages ago I was set up at the first, before the beginning of the earth. Then I was beside him, like a master workman. Meaning, though this passage is about wisdom, many early Christians saw it as a foreshadowing of Christ, who is called the wisdom of God, 1 Corinthians 1:24. Absolutely. Here's a brief devotional tying the verses together around the theme of Jesus. Eternal unity with the Father before creation. Devotional, before the beginning. Key verse. And now, Father, glorify me in your own presence with the glory that I had with you before the world existed. John 17:5. Before the mountains rose or oceans rolled, before time began ticking, Jesus was there. He was not an afterthought in God's plan, nor did he come into existence at Bethlehem. Scripture reveals something far deeper. Jesus existed in eternal glory with the Father before the world was ever formed. In John 1:13, we're told that Jesus is the Word, both with God and fully God. Through him, everything was made, from the galaxies overhead to the cells in our bodies. He wasn't just present at creation, he was the very means by which it happened. Colossians 1 echoes this truth. Jesus is not only the Creator, but also the sustainer of all things. In him all things hold together. Our lives, our world, our history, none of it stands apart from him. Then, in John 17:5, Jesus speaks intimately to the Father, recalling the glory they shared before the world existed. This moment in prayer offers a glimpse into eternity, a reminder that Christ's mission on earth flows from an eternal relationship of love and unity within the Godhead. Even Proverbs 8, while poetically speaking of wisdom, hints at a deeper reality. Early believers saw in it a picture of Christ, the eternal wisdom of God, 1 Corinthians 1:24, who was beside their God like a master workman. Reflection. Jesus is not just a teacher or prophet who appeared in time, he is the eternal Word, coexistent with the Father from the very beginning. This truth reminds us that our faith is not built on temporary things, but on the eternal Son of God who was, is, and always will be. So when life feels chaotic or uncertain, rest in this. The one who made the world and existed before time is the same one who walked among us, died for us, and now holds all things together, including you. Would you like this devotional formatted as a printable handout or graphic as well?